Hello guys, welcome back. My name is McGee, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. What's going on? In the last episode, we woke up and went to talk to Shizune so that we could have like a private talk with her, and we ended up in her, in Shizune's home to like visit her over the summer break. And I thought like that, how many people could there be since Misha was with us? So I was expecting like Shizune's family to be there only, but there was Lily was there, and Akira, Lily's big sister, and then there was like Shizune's little brother, who's a total trap, Hideaki. And in the last episode, someone commented that there's actually going to be one more person, because last episode was hell on my throat. I couldn't distinguish the voices at all. So I'll try to do that better this episode. But yeah, let's get going. So there's a lot of people in here. Also, we went fishing last episode, which was really cool. Some of my pills spilled out all over the bottom of the bag, which I didn't realize until minutes before I was set to go to bed last night. I spent quite a bit of time scraping them out of my luggage. By the time I get up, I'm already starting the day with a migraine, with a combination of trouble falling asleep and waking up late. That sucks if you wake up with like a pounding headache. Or like migraine. When I step into the living room, Hideaki is there finishing up his breakfast. His fork raised midway to his mouth. He seems unsure whether he should continue eating or greet me. Maybe I should back out of the room. Good morning. Morning. What do you think we should have for breakfast? We? Aren't you eating breakfast right now? Yes, everyone else ate already. Despite that, he repeats his question again. He's just trying to be nice. It's an odd way to show it, but I appreciate it nonetheless, and I am feeling pretty hungry. I try to make some conversation with him while I'm getting my breakfast, to fill in the silence. That fishing trip yesterday was fun. Do the Hakamichis and Satos often get together like that? Not really. I see. I don't really. There's a brief pause before Hideaki deigns to fill me in a little more. Family issues. Our fathers are brothers-in-law and do not like each other. What? Seriously? Hearing that gives me plenty to think about. It puts the way Shizune and Lily deal with each other into context, and makes me even more wary of getting involved. Family issues can be troublesome. Hideaki simply nods as I sit at the table with my breakfast. I wish he were a little easier to converse with. While I'm eating, I notice that the house seems oddly quiet for a place with Misha in it. If Shizune and Misha ate breakfast already, it can't be because they're asleep. I ask Hideaki where they are. Shizune and Misha left to run some errands for our dad. The local business people love dealing with Misha, so he insisted. Well, she's got a nice and cheerful personality. I can see why they would. Maybe you should start taking lessons from her. You could increase your business connections. Are you serious? He sounds serious. I don't know what kind of business connections a little kid would need. Maybe he wants to have the best bake sale fundraiser ever. All the cake! It's a shame I'll eventually have to leave here and won't be around to see whatever he's planning. I wonder what kind of person Shizune's dad is again, other than relatively outdoorsy. What I know so far is that he asks his business partners and friends of his daughter to do favors for him. I'm assuming he's extremely shy or extremely lazy. Maybe it's rude to maybe it's a rude call to make so early, but it would certainly explain a large chunk of Shizune's personality. Do you want to go anywhere? Not really. Why, do you? I thought there might be somewhere you want to go. You don't want to do some sightseeing or eat at a specific restaurant? I don't know. I've never been here before. I see. I was just about to ask him about what Shizune was like when she was younger, but he's managed to sidetrack me with just one question. This appears to be as awkward a conversation for him as it is for me. You're sure eager to please today. Why are you being so nice? Are you showing your secret nice side now, or that your sister isn't around? You're sort of right. Shizune wanted to keep me company today. Me to keep you company today. As I don't want to trouble him and try to make him see that, but Hideaki is as stubborn as his sister and feels as if this is his duty. He also seems to be earnestly trying to be nice. Quickly, I start to realize that Hideaki's idea of fun is fishing, collecting cameras, and making esoteric puns. Fishing is fun, but it's something I would rather do than discuss. Same goes for cameras. I'd rather handle them than collect them. This is something Hideaki picks up on himself. Are you bored? I'm not bored at all. I almost yawned the words, so Hideaki ignores them entirely. You are bored. Shizune said to be entertaining, and I don't think how to do that. I am entertained. You don't sound entertained. I am! Why do you yell? I hope you do not yell so much around Shizune. It's hard to tell if he's joking. Well, yeah, because she wouldn't be able to hear that, would she? Either way, I'm a bit surprised. I try to play it off and change the subject. Do you just collect cameras, or are you into photography too? Photography. Not really. If I did, there would be more photos in this house than there currently are. What is there to take pictures of? I don't know. Birds? Architecture? One of those restaurants you were talking about? I thought the city has had tons of cool stuff. How can you live in a place with so much to do and do nothing? I thought that you didn't know what there was to do here. Suddenly you have so many ideas and are an authority on how interesting it is. You're like our board of tourism. Do you want to go watch birds or buildings? Okay, no need to get so mad. I'm not mad. I just think that if you feel that strongly about it, then we should go to an amusement park. Why? So that you can be amused. It'll be fun. Will he have this same flat, unfun expression on his face while we're riding roller coasters and drop towers? It would sure be fun. It sure would bring the fun levels down. That thought does not convince me that it's worth the trip. I don't know, it always sounded to me like going to an amusement park meant you spent more time waiting in lines than actually doing stuff. You'd have to go earlier than this just to skip the lines. Have you ever been to one? No, but it seems like that is what it's like. Fine. What about a regular park? There is one nearby that Shizune likes going to. Maybe she will be there, and I can unload you onto her. Unload? And then Hisao calls it on the very next. What do you mean unload? I'm not luggage. You don't want to go to an amusement park? I don't know what to do. He looks as though I've hurt his feelings by refusing to go with him. I'm already rationalizing my decision. I don't like waiting in lines. It would be too much like a date. I'd rather go with Shizune. It would be too tiring. It's nothing personal. It's just that I kind of want Shizune to show me around town instead. And I don't think that with my condition, going to an amusement park would be such a hot idea. Well, yeah, it would be more hot than it would be more cold than hot after you get a heart attack, if you get what I mean. Oh, this is quite nice looking. The park is close enough that their property could almost be considered an extension of it. Both it and Shizune's backyard look almost the same, except that the park has benches and more people. That said, it's quite nice. There are even people out walking their dogs, and children flying kites that can be seen lazily drifting back and forth over trees in the distance. I could sit here in a relaxing and scenic place like this forever. Hideaki, on the other hand, looks like he's extremely bored. I would poke him to see if he's still alive, but would he react either way? Are you bored? No. Are you going to jog or play frisbee with dogs like everyone else? Is that what people do in parks? Well, you go to parks to get back to nature and enjoy the atmosphere. That's why you jog in the park instead of just on the sidewalk or something. You can jog anywhere. I can't believe I'm having this conversation. How can you not know this? You shouldn't have brought that up. It's too weird. Haven't you ever heard of children should be seen, not heard? Yes. I lied. I'm bored. Would you like to play a game? I groan audibly enough to hope that he understands that I don't want to. He doesn't care. In fact, he's already toying with a deck of playing cards. Why are you upset? That is why we are here. I thought we were here to look for Shizune. Exactly. That is why we should play a game. It's a It's a Shizune trap. You can trap anything, including people. If we compete against each other in the spirit of competition and in a sportsmanly manner, she will be drawn here to challenge the winner, like a shark. Then I will defeat her like a safari hunter, then take a photo of the award ceremony. Sharks do not go around challenging people to games of chance like dojo breakers. When did you bring that camera? Anyway, no. I get enough games hanging out with your sister. No, come on, it'll be fun. We can play chess. Please, no. Besides, playing chess in the park is something old people do, like fishing. You're not going to get old too fast if you keep doing all this old man stuff. Hideaki freezes like I've suddenly started speaking in a foreign language. Maybe I've offended him again. Maybe he's secretly 50 years old and has just aged incredibly well. Him being Shizune's brother could be a cover story. I somehow think that's not the case, Hisao. What about checkers, or Go? Or even backgammon is fine, even though I don't like it. If board games aren't your thing, we can play card games. Anything other than 7-card, because it's for wimps. Are you afraid that you will lose? If you can beat me, I'll give you candy. I guess the apple doesn't really fall far from the tree. Or from the branch, in this case. Hideaki, you are just like Shizune. I'm starting to think this is all a pretense to play games. No, that is not true. You are! I bet that competitive streak is genetic. I'll sell you to science. No one can own a human being. How about I teach you some sign language instead? When Shizune asked me if I wanted to come here, we talked a little and it seemed like you and your dad don't use sign language. I'm just guessing, but if you don't, I could teach you some. I'm not a master at it though. I think it might be good for you to move your arms more anyway. He barely moves his arms. Most of the time they just hang limply at his sides. How unnerving. It's been bothering me that Shizune's entire family apparently doesn't know how to sign. I wonder what she did before she met Misha. Did they just hire translators for her? Did she write everything out on that pad she carries around? The second is the most likely. Or she could type it out on a phone. That would explain why she dislikes using the pad so much. Sad as it is, I can sort of see why Hideaki or her dad might not have bothered to learn sign language. It was probably too much of a hassle at the time. It's very easy to think that. From what I've seen so far though, neither of them hold it against each other or are too badly affected by it. It could be that I'm overthinking the situation. Come on! Well, to be honest, I'm still learning sign language myself. I brought all my books along with me, so I can keep up, you know. Still, I can at least teach you the alphabet. It's pretty simple. This is kite. I feel really corny right now. And even more so when Hideaki stares back at me blankly as if the entire concept of learning is alien to him. Shizune liked flying kites here as well. This is his attempt to salvage the conversation, and I'm happy to oblige. fishing and now kites too. Shizune really likes all these relaxing hobbies. Jesus Christ. Wait, what? Fucking me! Jesus. Misha, please. Wait, what did he say? Ah, fighter kites. Actually about Shizune. Hideaki freezes as Misha appears behind him and puts her hands over his eyes. Hi, guess who? He seemed to finally be loosening up too. Oh, it's like no, sorry. He seemed to finally be loosening up too. Hi, Misha. Is Shizune with you? Hichan, no spoilers. Don't spoil it. Don't ruin the surprise, okay? Misha. Bingo! That's right, but it was too easy somehow. I don't know what she means by somehow. Too many people can tell it's me. I want to surprise someone. I thought for sure that Hideaki would be fooled. Why weren't you? You are the only person who does that. You and kidnappers. Really? Why do you laugh? Hey, there she is. Are you giving Hisao trouble? I thought that you would take him somewhere more exciting than the park. It isn't even that far from home. You are so lazy. Hideaki, are you giving Hichan trouble? You should have taken him somewhere more exciting. The park is too close to home. Hichan says you're lazy. He wanted to come here. Why are you so argumentative? Argumentative? What? Argumentative? Why are you so argumentative? I have to keep my little brother in line. What is she saying? You must be kept in line. Oh no, here we go. The 6,000 people coming in. Really? They're ready to go at each other's throats this quickly. On one hand, I've heard that siblings fighting isn't uncommon, and the fact that they fight at all proves that there has to be some level of communication going on. So it's nice they get along. They argue all the way back home. Misha translates for Shizune and I for Hideaki. So it looks like more like we're the ones arguing instead, except not really. Nobody could listen to Misha and believe that. The day got entertaining in the end, at least. Despite having only been here for 2 days, it feels like it's been much longer. I wake up feeling more tired than refreshed. Maybe because I've been moving around almost constantly since I got here. Whatever the reason, it's making me get up unusually late each day. I like sleeping in, but it could be inconvenient if it ends up becoming a habit. I can hear a deep, male voice shouting loudly in the background. It must be Shizune's dad. Or maybe, with the size of this place, its creditors. More likely the former, since the yelling doesn't seem angry, just loud. Whoa! What the fuck? Mr. Buff McGee over here. Holy shit! If you were to call someone a man, here's your prime fucking example. Jesus Christ. I don't care, your name is Buff McGee from now on. What the fuck? Holy shit, dude. Like, when you compare this guy to fucking Hideaki and Shizune, he's so... Damn. Wow. Jesus. Why is that so funny? Shizune, Misha, and Hideaki are sitting in the living room, having a one-sided conversation with a giant bear man who alternates between shoveling away food from a plate balanced on his leg and twirling a sword. Okay. From what Shizune and Hideaki are like, I'd expected their dad to be a very reserved, clean-cut, possibly androgynous person. So I'm pretty surprised. I'm surprised for a while, until he starts talking to me.
Hello, you must be Shizune's other friend. Did you have a good night's rest? The guest rooms are a bit sparse, and if there's anything you need, feel free to tell me.
Thanks. You must be Shizune's father. It's nice to meet you. I'm Shizune's classmate, Hisao Nakai.
The pleasure is mine. I wanted to meet you after hearing that I would have a second guest in my house. Unexpected. You hear something like that, and obviously you want to see what that person is like. Would you like my business card?
Hey, we actually got his business card. Cool. I like how his face is top left, just like,
I'm the sexiest man alive, and I know it.
He holds up a case full of them for a second, and I can see that his name is Jigoro here. And that his office hours are from 8 to 6. They also say that he's a consultant. What a prepared guy, carrying his card case around in his own home. So, Jigoro Hakamichi. Huh.
We're just sitting down to a slightly late lunch. You're just in time to join us. Good. Pick a place to sit down and I'll bring you a plate. I hope you don't mind eating bear liver.
Bear liver? I thought that bear liver was toxic. Either way, the thought of eating a bear liver doesn't appeal to me other than the ability to tell people that I've eaten a bear liver. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to try it, but Shizune's dad merely laughs.
I'm just making a joke. Although, maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea to cook up some bear livers for you kids. They'll make you strong.
Like you, Buff McGee?
We're actually having omelettes. I'll make you one right now. Is that unusual for you, having an omelette for lunch?
Very unusual? No, not at all. Jigoro vanishes to where the kitchen must be. I'm so glad that, like, the new character is a male. if there would be any more females, I legit wouldn't have any more voices to do. Well, I guess Akira's like androgynous voice, but I don't know. Jigoro vanishes to where the kitchen must be. I'm surprised that despite living in this place, he has to cook my lunch. Maybe he only cooks because he likes to. Hey, Buff McGee! You're back. With that sexy beard. Jesus. And that luscious hair. And those eyebrows. Jesus Christ. They on fleek, bro! My steaming plate of food is done in a very short time. It smells really good.
Are you in the student council like Shizune? Is the student council that busy that Shizune has to drag her friends along with everywhere she goes?
Sometimes a vacation is just a vacation. You're right about the student council part. I think we're just here for fun, though. I like how Buff McGee here carries his fucking sword around like,
come closer and hurt my daughter and I'll slice you in half.
Just like...
I see. Is that right? When I was young, our student councils had so much work that I don't think we could have afforded going on vacation. It must be nice having so much free time. Should you give plenty of time to think about your future?
I don't like the direction this discussion is taking and start thinking about how to avoid it.
Have you thought about that? About what you want to do?
No, I haven't given it much thought recently. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking? It must be something pretty cool if you can get a house... If it can get you a house like this.
Why do you want to know that? Children aren't interested in business. What business of yours is my business? Suspicious. Are you some kind of tax man, boy?
I guess he really does not like being asked questions.
Hichan isn't a tax collector's boy, I think. Hichan, what do your parents do? You never told us.
Nor, actually, us players haven't been told either. That's actually interesting.
You, be quiet. Don't interrupt me. I hate being interrupted. Rude.
Shizune doesn't look too happy with this turn of events. Even with Misha unable to sign to her what's going on, she can read the mood easily. Her glare becomes more smoldering as Jigoro continues to rant.
One more thing. My fishing equipment. I came home and it was just in a big pile in the corner. Rods just stacked haphazardly on top of a tackle.
That was me. I can't remember if it actually was him. If it wasn't, I appreciate that he's willing to take one for the team. It doesn't matter because Jigoro ignores him without skipping a beat.
Well, anyway, I'm glad my fishing equipment could provide so much entertainment for my daughter's friends. Did I not even tell you? Didn't even tell me you were going to be using them. Those are expensive, custom-made poles, not for dilettantes. Dilettantes.
I suddenly become aware of the eggshell fragments in my omelette. Is he just a bad cook? Does he eat them for the calcium? Were they purposely added there to give me even more discomfort? Though confused, I'm not as unnerved as I think I normally would be. Then again, my life has been pretty strange lately, and I keep running into all sorts of different people. Nothing surprises me anymore.
Didn't even properly clean them after use. Terrible. Do you even know how to fish? Unlikely. These are not enough poles here for all of you. How does that work? Did you all share? One person baits the hook and another casts. 2 people to reel. Incompetent.
Well, 6 of us went, so we couldn't all do it at the same time. First, it was just me, Akira, Hideaki, and Misha.
Stop talking. That sounds unspeakably dirty. I have had enough of your filth. How vulgar. Make sure that your statements are not so embarrassingly carelessly worded next time.
What?
What? You are so disrespectful. Amazing.
Oh god, this is even worse than Misha's voice.
Are all delinquent types like this? Even the way you dress shows flippant disregard for authority. Sweater vest. Disgraceful.
Delinquent? I'm on the student council. I'm hurt by his comment on my sweater vest, especially when it's coming from a guy in such a tacky shirt. I guess I can't really say anything though. He has a sword. He might also kill bears. Misha loudly puts her plate down on the table. Nice save, Misha.
That was delicious. Hichan and I are done now. Hichan, you are too, right? We should get going.
What a simple yet effective exit strategy. Thank God. Good job, Misha. Jesus. I barely have the time to put down my plate before they pull me up and out of there, and finally outside.
Unbelievable! It's like I'm really watching an interrogation. This is not a cop show. Guests definitely have responsibilities, but hasn't he ever heard of being a gracious host? Really?
Misha attempts to sloppily mimic Shizune's angry, chopping gestures as best as she can. She has the expression down too, but the tone of her voice is the same as ever, thus lacking the anger necessary to bring it all together.
Don't take it too hard, Hichan. Hichan's dad does this to everyone. I think it's like a joke.
That was the most aggressive joke possible. I'm also not at all convinced that it was a joke, considering this hastily staged retreat, but this isn't a good moment to discuss how Shizune's father might be a jerk.
Hichan, let's go shopping!
Shopping? You haven't been to town yet, have you? It'll be fun. We can see the sights and go to an amusement park, maybe eat in a good restaurant. We just had lunch. Even though I didn't eat much. It's okay. In that case, we just have to make sure that today is so busy that by the time we're done, it'll be time for dinner.
It works out perfectly! Come on, Hichan!
They immediately flank me and hook my arms with theirs, Shizune taking one arm and Misha taking the other. At first, we almost trip over each other. Shizune walks at a very brisk pace, and Misha has an unusually bouncy way of moving around. We get the hang of it soon enough, and I notice we're going to town by cutting through the park. It doesn't seem efficient, so I'm guessing this is the scenic route. Walking this way hinders how we can communicate with each other significantly. I can't talk to Shizune at all. Shizune and Misha are down to one-handed gestures only. It feels nice though, so I don't mind too much. When I make a crack about it to Misha, she responds with mild confusion.
Really, Hichan? If you really want Hichan's attention, you can tell me, and I can tap her on the shoulder for you.
Or you could just let me go and I'll do it myself. How are you going to tap her on the shoulder from over there?
Like this!
She suddenly stops in her tracks roughly and tries to reach behind her back and across my shoulders to get Shizune's attention. She succeeds, but only when Misha stopped, I had to as well, or we'd all fall over. Obviously, Shizune had to jerk to a halt too. The sight makes Misha let out one of her characteristic laughs, which shakes us around more, and Shizune starts flailing her free hand to get her to stop, which only causes her to laugh harder. It's pretty funny to watch her getting so flustered, and I start laughing too. Oh, okay. I guess we didn't go to town after all. It would have been fun to see all the amusement parks and stuff. But anyways, this is where we will drop this episode of Katawa Shoujo, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy, you can drop a comment down below in the comments box. Any any constructive criticism or just banter is welcome. If you want to show your appreciation for the video, make sure to click the like button. I appreciate your appreciation. Or you can even subscribe and click the bell button as well to make doubly sure that you get my videos into your sub box the moment they come online. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video.